With a wonderful guy named Chris Hardy, who I know just happened to include us in his plans too, so we have that in common. But Jessica, you're going to tell us now how to retain people, which is so important. Really quick, guys, every time Angelique and I were asked the question, what you would do differently in your career, we always said retention, because there are people out there going, me. And when you have to capture that excitement, if you move too quick before making sure that their foundation is strong, you look back and go, whatever happened to that person, right? So you're going to tell us how to retain people, Jessica.
I love it. Thanks so much. Great job, panel. Good to see you guys. I love this industry. I love this industry. And it found me. I didn't find it. I wasn't looking for it. Did this industry find any of you? Did it fall into your lap, or was your best friend like super annoying? Or both? I love this industry, you guys. It obviously has changed my life. And as soon as I realized it was so much more than the product, and it was so much more than a compensation plan, it's so much more, I went all in, I went crazy. So as a health survivor for 13 years, I realized the importance of supplementation. And so my preference is to only be with a company that is promoting wellness. It goes deep for me. But I'll tell you, Les Brown, a few things hit home last night. What about you guys? A couple things? Yeah, I learned something. So I'm gonna get up for this, but what hit for me the hardest was asking myself the same question he asked, which was, where has my gift come from? Did anybody wonder that? No, not yet? Okay, I'll get you started. So I started wondering, where did my gift come from? My mom's a nurse. Nope, not happening. Sorry, I love you guys. I don't know how you do it. My dad's an accountant. So boring. Not doing that either. And so I went up the lineage, and I realized, ironically, that it is also my grandmother. That's Grandma Charla. I realized it was Grandma. And it hit me like a ton of bricks. She was an Avon lady for 50 years. 50. When they took her, we joked that we think God must have needed an Avon lady in heaven. She's a remarkable woman, but I want to ask you guys, 50 years, how do you do something? Do you think she had great customers? The millennials are like, what is Avon? Do you guys know what Avon is? Yeah, they're pretty big. Soap on a rope. Did you guys ever use soap on a rope? We need to bring that back, Dr. Google. Let's make it like plant-based and everything. Soap on a rope, that stuff is awesome. So Grandma did something right. I knew as a child she had so many customers. They came in and out of her home. There were Avon catalogs, another new word for the millennials, catalogs laying around everywhere. And she was constantly taking orders on paper, writing them down, mailing them into the company. They would mail her back her products. And then what did they do next? Distribute. They deliver them. Avon ladies, then they walk down the street and they deliver their little Avon bags to everybody. That's what Grandma did for 50 years. So she was doing something right. She had probably the best customer retention. What are a couple things you think? Angelique said the first one, which for me is the most important, trust. Does she build trust with her customers? Yeah. So that's being reliable. She was always reliable. Right? It's important for you guys to always be reliable for your team, to show up for you, and build the trust so that they follow you. What's another word? What was something that Grandma did right? Connection is great. Consistency. Who said that? That's awesome. And I guarantee you my brother is crying like a baby in the back room right now. He didn't know I was going to do this today. Consistency. Grandma was so consistent. It's so important. Be consistent. She loved it, apparently, like I do. So she was consistent all those years. So we've got consistency to retain people. We've got trust. As far as loyalty goes, I do believe that if you are loyal to your customers or your team or your business builders, if you're loyal to them, they'll be loyal back to you. Yeah? Right? So what are you doing to build loyalty in your team? It's about love. It's what Jesse just said. It's about love. Really, truly. God gave us all a big heart. Are you using it to love your team and keep them involved? So, a couple things I thought of. Imagine Grandma today with the technology that we have. She would be so confused. We are so lucky that we have technology. Grandma did not even have a fax machine, guys. Right? She did it by hand, she did it by foot. We have technology, cell phones, apps, boards apps, 3 apps, right? WhatsApp. Download all those if you don't have them yet. Use those. We are so lucky in how simple it is to build this business, how simple it is to share information, how simple it is to coach our team.
Amen.
Right? So, Grandma taught me a lot that I didn't even know she taught me, David. And if she did it for 50 years, I would ask you guys, let's give it 50 years right here. Okay? I'm in.
Amazing. Again, you guys, 8 million in the industry. How many years total? 10 years in the industry. It's been more than 10 years.